lovely world called planet Earth. Look, today's vlog, I'm going to talk about potentially 3 places that I might want to go to for my 34th birthday with family. Now, 2 of them are fairly close to each other, but not that close. They're about 15 minutes away from each other, and the third one is completely is down in Southern California. Now, I have not been to 2 of these places. I've been to the third one once. I have a poster of it over there on the wall. So I'm not, and just to forewarn you, I'm not saying I'm going to go to any of these places. I'm just saying these are some possibilities for this year's birthday. Because I have, like I said, I haven't been to 2 of them, which I'm going to get to in a second here. Look, so one of them is Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, which is near the Bay Area. And then the other one is in San Jose. It's the Winchester Mystery House, which is a house that was owned by Sarah Winchester and her husband. I can't remember his name now. But yeah, so those 2 individuals own the house. And Winchester is a gun company that the husband made in like the 1850s or 1860s or something like that. Or maybe it was the 1950s and 60s. No, it had to be 1800s, mid 1800s or something along those lines. And apparently they claim that Sarah haunts the house. Now, I'm not saying that she does or she doesn't. I'm just saying that's what the claims are. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go to that place. I'm not saying I'm going to go to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. The thing is, and the other place is Hearst Castle, which I've already been to before, and we did a whole tour of that. That's down south in California. Now, I would like to, I'm not saying I'm going to go, but the Six Flags Discovery Kingdom is $40 to get in, which is cheap for a theme park these days. Because, amusement parks usually go for hundreds of dollars to get into it. Like Disneyland, take that for an example. It's like $110 to get in for one day. And for a park hopper or 2 days, I think it's like $200, $300 just to get into both parks, which is a lot of money. And I know it's a lot of money. And so I was just using that as an example. I'm not saying that, all amusement parks are like that, where they're like $200, $300 to get into the actual parks. And I'm not saying that it's going to be, it's going to be $40 when I go. Or if I go, I should say, if I go. Not when, if. The tour of the Winchester Mystery House is like $80, $90, maybe $100 to actually do the tour. So, and there are some honorable mentions that I would like to do as well. It's not just those 3. It's I'd like to potentially go to the San Diego Zoo, or go to any other amusement park. Like honorable mention could be Legoland, even though that's for little kids, or any other amusement parks. Knott's Berry Farm could be another example. Just honorable. Those are honorable mentions. I'm not saying that any of those are going to happen. Or maybe one of them will happen. Maybe 2 of them will happen. Maybe none of them will happen. It's really up to if my parents say yes, basically, because they would be the ones taking me, or if my brother says yes, because he could be the one that's taking me. I'm not saying this is going to happen or not happen. I'm just saying I'd like to go to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom and near the Bay Area, or go to the Winchester Mystery House, or even go back to Hearst Castle, or do something fun with my parents. And this would be the weekend after Easter weekend. So if we were to go to Six Flags, it might be a little bit more quieter because it is the weekend after Easter. So you know, and I heard it's only it's an all day thing where you go on each ride. Now I'm not saying that I would go on every single ride, but I've heard from some of my friends, like, I'm not going to name like their full names, but Erica and Sean had told me some of the rides that might be interesting to go on. Even though I think one of them may not exist at one of the parks, or at that specific one. I have heard Medusa could be a good ride to go on. You know, the Batman ride could be a good one to go on. There's a one called Goliath. I don't know if that one's at the Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. It might be. I'm not 100% sure. And there's other rides that could be fun to go on as well as Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And we'll just have to wait and see. I think they have a Superman ride there too. I'm not 100% sure on all of the rides that they have at the park. Or at the amusement park. So that's just what I was going through in my head, even though that's not for another 2.5 months, or not even 2.5 months. It's like, let's see, today's the 13th, and we would go on the 15th of April, so maybe like two almost 3 months. Yeah, most likely it's closer to 3 months. So we'll just have to wait and see on that whole situation. Hopefully I can go to Six Flags because like I said, I've never been. And I like to ride some roller coasters because I haven't been to that amusement park before, and I haven't been to the Winchester Mystery House. Those are just some things that I would like to do for my birthday this year. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to do it. Like I said before, I'm really hoping that they say yes to Six Flags because that's not that far from here. And neither is the Winchester Mystery House, even though it's about 45 minutes from Six Flags, which is, we'll just have to wait and see. It's basically a wait and see type thing. I'm gonna wait until maybe end of March to ask about it, or maybe middle of February, which is a little ways from now. So, anyways, that's all I have for today's vlog. I'd like to wish a couple individuals a happy birthday today. So I want to wish Lindsay Peacock a happy birthday, Naomi O'Connor Kyle a happy birthday, and Nick Scarpino a happy birthday today, as well as Natalia Dyer a happy birthday today as well. Now we've got 3 tomorrow, and then 4 on the 15th. And then we'll just keep going down that list. Once we get to the 15th, I'll tell you birthdays or how many birthdays are for the rest of the month after the 15th, which is Sunday. So, with that being said, stay happy, stay upbeat, and do what you want to do with your life. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. And bye bye.